Hi everyone, it's Nisha. Welcome to my channel. I put together this romantic date night look for you and I wanted to bring you something that is readily available to you. So I'm using products that you can get at the drugstore and I'm using a couple high-end products as well. So if you want to see how I recreated this look, please stay tuned. Thanks guys! Alright, thanks for staying tuned to watch this tutorial. Like I said, I'm going to do a romantic date night look and let's get started. So what we're going to use is the Hard Candy Top 10 Trend Center, and the palette that we're using is the Guilty Pleasures palette. And we're going to get started with first priming our eyes. So to prime our eyes, we're using the MAC Studio Finish in NC42 Concealer. And this is it right here. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids. And I'm just using my ring finger or my middle finger just to pat this on. So I went ahead and primed my other eyelid. So we're gonna get started with the palette now. The color that we're first gonna use is this peach shimmery shade out of the palette. So that's gonna be this shade right here. And we're gonna use this as our base shadow. And we're gonna apply this with the Sephora fluffy brush. I've put quite a bit of product on the actual brush, and then we're just gonna go ahead and place this all over the mid to lower part of our eye. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit more. Because this is a shimmery shade, sometimes a lot of the shimmers come off, so you might have to go over it and just do like a little bit of a patting motion when you're applying it. Okay, so we're going to move on to our transition shade. So we're going to still use the Top 10 Trendsetter Guilty Pleasure palette, and the shade that we're going to use is the medium brown shimmer shade, and that is this shade right here. I'm still using the same fluffy brush as well. So I'm going to put a fair amount of product on the brush, and then we're going to apply this to the crease of our eye. Okay, so the third color that we're going to use from the palette is this deep color right here. It's almost like a deep charcoal brown color, I would say. And we're going to use the same brush as well. And we're going to apply that just over top of the last color that we did. And it's going to go into the crease as well right here. So see how just adding that color added a lot more depth to the eye? Okay, continuing on, the fourth color that we're going to use from the palette is probably my favorite color in the palette, and it's this deep purple color. It has shimmer in it as well, and we're going to put that on the outer third of our eye, and this is going to create that romantic look that we want tonight. So I'm going to apply this with the MAC 275 brush. And I'm going to put it right here on the outer part of my eye right there. And then I'm going to sweep it in towards the middle of my eye. I like to do light strokes and then pat it on as well. I got a little bit of fallout from this color, but that's okay. It tends to brush off a little bit easily, and we'll do that right after I apply this. So I'm just using a fluffy brush. This is a powder brush from the Sephora as well, the Sephora collection. And I'm just going to do that underneath my eyes and along my cheeks, and that's it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and we're going to line the lash line with our last color that we're gonna use from the palette, and this color is the deep charcoal color right here. Okay, so we're gonna apply that with the angled brush, and we're just gonna put it really close to the lashes. So, here we go. So see how well it shows up? And I'm just gonna flip the brush and use that on the corner there and wing it out. Don't be afraid to, I like to stamp it into the lashes a little bit, just so that there's nothing that shows later on when we're gonna go over the lash line with liquid liner. So I just wanna make sure nothing shows through. So you can see this color is pretty impactful for the hard candy palette. Okay, so we're gonna use one more color from the palette, and this is gonna be this really light cream color here. And we're gonna put that on the inner part of our eye, and we're gonna use the same fluffy brush. This is gonna be super easy, guys. So just load up the brush like that, and we're gonna put it right in the inner part of our eye. Just like that. See how much brighter it is? Now we're going to move on to liquid liner, and what I'm using today is the Maybelline Eye Studio, and this is super popular. I know on YouTube it's super popular, but it's a really great product and it's very affordable. And we're going to use the brush that came with it, which is the Eye Studio brush, and we're going to apply just enough on the tip so that we can do a smooth line. I'm just going to go over that charcoal, but I'm going to make sure I leave a little bit of that charcoal color showing, and we're going to put this liner closest to the lash line. Some came off there, but that's okay. We'll just go back and finish. So we're finished with the liquid liner for this step, but if you wanted to really kick it up and make it more intense, what you could do is apply the same liner on the inner part, the lower part of your eye, and that would make it really intense, but we're not going to do that for the look today. So moving on, we're going to do lashes, and what I'm using today is the Kiss number 11 lashes. These are super affordable. You can get 5 for $13 at Walmart or Target or CVS. They're really affordable and easily accessible. The reason why I like these is they're reusable, they're 100% human hair, and they're really lightweight. The glue that I'm going to use is the Benefit Lash Glue. I really like this one because it's a clear glue, and you don't have to wait a minute for it to dry or get tacky like most lash glues. This one is ready and available right away for you to use it. So I'm just going to apply the glue, just squeeze up a little bit like this, and I'm just gonna apply it right to the lash band. So once you get the glue on, it's set right away for you to put on, and to apply this I'm just gonna use a pair of tweezers, and I'm gonna get my mirror out and then I'm gonna apply it. So while I'm looking down into the mirror, I can line up where I want my lashes, and then I just go ahead and apply it to the outer part. I look up to make sure that that's accurate where I want it, and then I just use the tweezers just to adjust it on my lashes. And then just go back with the tweezers and then push it down, making sure that it's secure. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna apply mascara, and I'm using my favorite mascara, and it's a Lancome Defincils HD mascara. That's a mouthful. And the color that I'm using is black. And the reason why I like this mascara is it's just like it says, HD. It really defines your lashes well, and it adds a beautiful gloss to your lashes, which most mascaras make them matte. And I like my lashes glossy and looking luscious. So we're gonna apply one coat, and this is a great way to blend your lashes into your own lashes into the false lashes. So we're just gonna wiggle it up. I have really little lashes, so I'm just focusing on the base of my own lashes and then just applying it through to the false lashes just to make them blend together and to add more fullness, I guess. From the bottom, it makes it seem as if they're one, which is what we want. So I'm gonna apply a second coat now. And a trick that I like to do is I like to blink into the actual wand, and I find that that makes it apply a little bit better. So you might see me doing a blinking motion, that's why I'm doing it. So you can see now we're getting lots of fullness. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the bottom lashes as well. A trick that works well, especially if you have really little lashes, is to use the end of the mascara wand like this, as opposed to using it wide like that. So just a little makeup artist trick for you. Okay, so the eyes are all complete, and now we're gonna move on to our lips. And this is my favorite part of the tutorial because this is one of my favorite colors, and this is Fanny by Nars. So you can see it's a very rich, lush color, and it's perfect for a date night. It really sets the mood, and it really takes this look from being like this to, I'll show you. And there you go. That's our completed look. I hope you liked our date night look, our romantic date night look, and I hope this is something that you can recreate at home. And if you like my videos and if you like the look, please give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and I look forward to bringing you more videos later. Thanks guys.